And just like that, a queen is back with another video. Honey, staying consistent is not easy, but this year I'm not going to agree for nobody. I'm going to stay consistent and I'll do my best to upload a video each week. We are in the 6th week of the semester, and honey is like a beautiful chaos. We're overwhelmed, a lot of assignment, a lot of group presentations, a lot of group meetings here and there, but we will survive this. We will survive this. I can't wait for this semester to end because after this, I have a co-op in summer. I get to work full time. So I'm so much excited about it because I get to make some cool cash and go for shopping. Yes. And that was just by the way, though. My name is Dorothy Cornelius. I am a Ghanaian living in Canada. I am all about positivity. I talk about everything and every other thing. If this is your first time on my channel, Aquaba, and if you're returning, I have missed you so much. Thank you for coming back to watch another video of mine. Today, we are going to look at common mistakes international students make when they're moving here to Canada. Some of the mistakes I made myself, but you know what? Thank God for this thing we call smartness. We're able to make a U-turn and get in line. So if you are coming in here and you get to watch this video, please take one or two from this so you don't make the same mistakes that we did, and if you don't make these mistakes, trust me, you're gonna save some couple of bucks and you're gonna get some peace of mind. So if you're ready, I am ready. Let's get right into it.
If you ride with me, don't gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the middle of.
Welcome back. Now let's move straight to the first mistake that we usually make when you're moving in here to Canada as an international student. We pay for accommodation before we actually see it. Let me land. I know people will say that, oh, most of the time it's residents on campus and they're okay, standard and everything. But trust me, with the volume of people coming in here, everywhere is choked and people are trying to cut corners and just make money. So sometimes the things you see online are not the things existent physically. The pictures people put online are not the things that we see when we actually finally come in here and visit these places. So the advice now is, honey, come in here, book an Airbnb, stay in for a day or two, and use that time to physically look for places. See these places yourself before you make payment. Because sometimes if you make these payments and you don't really know because you're looking for a place, you just make payment before you even get to know the rules and regulations of that place. You realize that you've wasted money because sometimes the refund, you wouldn't really get exactly the entire money. Our advice that you come in here, physically look for places here that are closer to your campus. Take note of this. If you're going in for a residence on campus, like the residence owned by the institution you're coming in, the college that you're coming to, yes, out of 50%, I would say maybe what you see is what you get. But you see, when the residence is full and you're looking for places around the school, I would advise that you book an Airbnb for a day or two. Come in here and use maybe 2 days or a week to physically look for places. Finish paying and you realize that you and your landlady don't see eye to eye, and now you don't even want to go home after school. This can actually lead to depression because you need to be comfortable in where you're staying. I mean, yes, sometimes, it wouldn't be that luxury you're looking for, but at the end of the day, if you know you're not having problems with your landlady, it's much easier, right? Exactly. And the next one we're going to look up to is still linked to accommodation. That is your budget, the money or the pricing of the place that you are coming to. I know people will say be very realistic and go in for something low, 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 low. Yeah, you're in fresh, you don't have money and everything. But I would say be strategic. Be strategic. That is me. Be realistic. If you know you don't really have money, if your budget is 400, 500, right now the economy is on another level and everything has shot up. So to get a place $450, $500 a month over here, I don't know where you are, but here in Barrie, honey, you might not like what you see. Do you get it? But if that is what you have, yes, make use of it, get a job, then maybe later on you can move. But if you're being strategic, for me, when I moved in here, the place I got everywhere was full. I came in the second week when school had reopened. So honey, everywhere was totally over. I called so many residences that were in my budget bracket, like around 650, 400 to 650 dollars per month, and everywhere was full. The place that I got was a bit pricey. That was around 750. And my auntie was like, do you still want to do this? I was like, honey, I'm looking for a place, and school has reopened. I can't stay in the Airbnb for the longest possible because my money keeps moving, so I have to make a decision. And let me just go check the place out. At least I physically came in here to check the place out, and it was good. The best thing about this place is that my bathroom was actually in my room. Like, the room is ensuite, and I was like, this is what I'm looking for. At my age, I'm a bit mature, so I prefer not sharing my bathroom with anybody else. So I decided to be strategic rather than being realistic. Strategic in the sense that the place that I was looking at was like 10 minutes away from the school. So whether there's a bus or there is no bus, I can actually walk to school. And I like exercise. I like brisk walking. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it like, yes, few 10 minutes of cardio. I don't really mind. I'll just do it. So that if I should miss a bus or whatever be the case, I can actually still go to school. And bearing in mind, 750, the whole place was furnished. I have everything. And remember, I was coming in, I didn't have enough cash. Now go buy fridge, go buy certain things, certain basic toiletries, getting new bed sheets, getting new things like that. That I could do. It took me a while to get a job. So if everything is fully furnished, meaning that I don't really have to worry about washing my clothes, I don't really have to worry about where I'm going to put my food. To me, it was okay. So I went in for 750, knowing that I don't have any problem with transportation to school, meaning that I've cut that place out. So imagine that you're going for a place that is worth $400 a month and it's very far away from school. Maybe it's like 45 minutes from school. Remember that you're going to spend like 2 or 3 years or 4 years commuting from that place to school. If you know you're not a lazy person, it shouldn't be a problem. If you know you are very, very time conscious, you don't have any problem. But as time goes on, you become very tired, very drained, and you just can't do Uber, you just can't take the bus because sometimes obviously you can be late to school. 400 and you're late and you want to write an exam, so you have to take an Uber. I don't know how far you will be from school. So for me, I decided to be strategic, get closer to school, pay more, have fully furnished, cut transportation out. Maybe you can decide to do 400, have a bit saved up for transportation, and still make it work. So it is up to you. But for me, it's either you become realistic or you become strategic. I chose to be strategic because, see, I feel suffer in this world, but I prefer having a good night rest. That is me and my choice. So it's up to you to know what is good for you. So don't say, oh, I'm going to get a $400 space just to squeeze myself in one hole because people say, oh, it's better to be. No. If you can get a place where it's good, something decent, and it's closer to your school, but you just have to pay some more bucks than what you budgeted for, to me, it should not be a problem. When I got here, I cut my hair. I cut my hair so quick because I love hair and I know that I was going to use so much money to be doing so many things. And I knew I didn't have the luxury when I came in at first. So I just cut my hair and was having my wigs, wearing my wigs. I wouldn't braid, I wouldn't do anything. I wash my own hair myself because I didn't have that thing to go to the salon. So I became very strategic. Certain things that would take some money out of my pocket, I took it out so I can pay my rent in full or for a period of time till I get a job and still be okay. And that is what I shift things around so I can afford 750, and that is what I did. So it is up to you. If you can shift things around and make things work and have your peace of mind, please go for it. Another common mistake that we normally do is having high expectation on the kind of job that we wish to do when we move in here at first. You have to understand that most of the jobs here, if you don't have Canadian experience, it's very hard to get in. I mean, if you're looking for that kind of job to give you that kind of money, more than minimum wage, that is 16.55 in Ontario, you need to have Canadian experience, kind of. So you have to, I'm not saying go do the worst of worst, but bring the expectation down a bit so you don't get disappointed. These jobs that you're looking for, most of these jobs are looking for full-time workers. Now it's possible to work full-time, especially if you have most of your classes online or you're an asynchronous student. It depends on the kind of course you come in to do that. you are okay. You can get good jobs going full time. But if you're not, and sometimes you have these classes in person or your timetable is really, really messed up, you cannot combine a full-time job with your studies. So sometimes these jobs that can give you these kind of money, they're looking for full-time workers and you don't qualify because you have a study permit. So if you come in here, please try before you take off fully. Just relax and take it easy. Come in here, redesign your resume, try and get, even if you have to do 1 or 2 menial jobs to get you the kind of job you are looking for, please do it, because sometimes we are too proud to accept certain jobs because we feel like we are overqualified for anything. Remember, you're new in the system, and sometimes you need to be in a job to get another job. So yes, if you can, please take on these little menial jobs that you get and just go with it for a time being while you prepare for that big job you're looking for, because certain jobs here, they actually need certain kind of certifications and you need time to get these certifications. You don't just get them right away. You need to talk to people when you realize that you're overwhelmed. I have so many people that come in here for the first 2 months, they don't have a job, and trust me, they are not really themselves. They complain a lot, they're frustrated because money keeps going out and they don't have anything coming in, and some of them don't feel the need to call back home to ask for money because parents have already helped so much. I know the feeling, but sometimes you have to give yourself a break. It's not your fault that you're not getting a job. Sometimes the seasons also matter. Summer is the season where there are so many opportunities, job opportunities around that. Trust me, you can have 2 or 3 jobs if you have the strength to do it. But it's different in winter. Winter job opportunities are not really, really out there like that, especially in the towns and small communities. Urban cities maybe is different. They still hire people, but it depends on where your school is. My school is in a small town, like an hour away from Toronto. That is the urban city around in Ontario. So something like that, job opportunities are very, very low in winter. These are some of the common mistakes that we normally make when we do come in here. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 from this. Be better and do better with that, and use this information to really, really plan your stay here. And trust me, you're going to save yourself some couple of l'argent money, which is very, very important. My name is Dorothy Cornelius. Please do well to like, share, and comment on this video. What are some of the other common mistakes you think international students actually make when they get here? Please share in the comment section below, and I'll be glad to read them out or even address them, or actually also look into it as well. Till I see you in my next video, it is au revoir from me to you. Bye.
If you ride with me, don't gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry now, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love.